Good morning, guys. Welcome back.
Morning.
Okay, how was your weekend?
Only three.
No, how was your weekend?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Uh, what about you, Khalid? How was your weekend? Only good. Okay, I'm still sick. Anyway, then inshallah, we're gonna talk about writing. We had this lesson, but very quick. Inshallah, today we're gonna have it in details. Page 52, 52, 52 years. Writing focus. We need to okay, Ali, are you with us?
Yes, yes,
Okay, tell me, how was your weekend, Ali?
good.
What did you do in your weekend?
Like, yes.
Was it a normal day or you did something special?
Um,
Nothing special.
yes.
Okay. Okay. Appreciate the time you are alive, you know. Every day you are alive, it's a special day it's a special day for you. So you need to get uh, you need to make full use of your time. Don't just passing time. Anyway, our lesson today is in page 52. It's writing. Write a non-fiction narrative. And we said we have many kinds of writing, okay? But generally, we're gonna talk about the writing process, okay? What is the writing process? The writing process is a sequence of 5 steps that will help you create a finished piece of writing.
Monsieur,
Yes.
where are you reading?
No, I'm just giving you, it's not from the book. That's to say, you can see the headlines from the book. You can see pre-writing. You have. I will tell you, but let me explain first. The first step is pre-writing. In the pre-writing, you need to check what will you write, what the specific details. You need to gather information. You need to check what is the topic you're gonna write about. So the pre-writing, first you identify the purpose of your writing and who are your uh, audience. As to say, if I'm writing a narrative to children, it won't be the same as I write it to adults, right?
Yeah.
So you need to check the audience who gonna read your writing and what are you writing in general. What kind of I told you before, we have argumentative writing, narrative writing, comparative, persuasive. So you need to check which kind of writing you're gonna apply. Then the audience, those who gonna read your writing. Then you need to gather your information. Okay, so first, as I said, the first step is you need to make a pre-writing. After you finish the pre-writing, you need to make drafting. Drafting means, as I told you, you just write, then you need to check and revise. You can check your style, your verbs, your ideas and thought, the sequence of the ideas. You need to check the sequence. you need to check you need to make a coherence in your writing. So you need to make a draft first. So you cannot give me your first thought. You need to develop your writing. So after making a draft, you revise, then you make editing. In editing, you may change some words, as to say, you can say disappear, you can change it with vanish. Very happy, you can make it pleased or over the moon. You can change whatever you want just to develop your writing, to make variety in your writing. Okay, you can use transitional words as we had before. So the developing step is very important step. Then you make the fifth step, which is publishing. So first step is pre-writing. You didn't write, but it's in your mind. You need to determine which topic you are gonna write about, gather the ideas and check who are the audience and so on. The second one is to make a draft. The third is to revise the draft you just wrote. And the fourth is to revise the draft and to make development. And the fifth is to make the final publishing. Okay, move now to the book. Let us check what is it saying. Okay, can you read, Khalid? Write a non-fiction narrative.
You have just read the text in which people of different have
Listen, when your style in reading, Khalid, when you are reading and you find a difficult word, you skip it. Don't skip any word. Try to read it. It's written here different what? Generations. Okay. You skipped it. Okay. Okay, go on.
on each other's lives.
Have an influence, okay, on each other's lives.
In two kinds, teaching
Ambitious,
mother and of teaching her child expectation,
unexpected.
but valuable lesson. Simple the expert from an visible
Read.
ancient the story of two friends whose
Chance meeting. Enriched both of their lives. Okay.
Now knowledge of this text to write non-fiction narrative about the way in which people of different generations can influence each other.
Okay. Have influence means someone affected you, okay? And as we studied, two kinds. The mother was ambitious and she wanted her or she were pushing her daughter to learn different different things. She wanted her to be successful and famous. So the mother had an influence on her daughter. The two kind story, sorry, the simple act story. Maurice was harmless, and Laura affected his life. They both enriched their lives. She helped him, and he helped her to become a successful and famous till now. So you are asked to check the same situation in your life or in other lives. Someone who has an influence in your life or any other one, as to say, you can say it personal, something that happened with you or with someone you know. Read Ali the assessment, the assignment.
Non-fiction.
Non-fiction means what? Non-fiction means what?
Non-fiction means that a story that happened in real
Yes,
time.
it means real. Fiction means imaginary. Fiction means imaginary. Okay? As to say, the Lord of the Rings.
It's
It's
fiction.
it's fiction. It's imaginary.
Yeah.
Okay? So it's imaginary. So, but here we use non-fiction means real, like the two kinds. It can happen anywhere. It's based on a real story. So what do we mean by non-fiction? Means real. Okay. Okay. Ali.
Narrative about the generation has had on you or someone you know. The sex you have in this selection narrative should answer this question. What unexpected even shows how a person influences someone of a different generation.
Okay. There is a short story. Group of sheeps. Okay. They were stuck somewhere underground, and they are willing to go out. One of these sheeps was deaf. She cannot hear. Okay, it's imaginary story. She decided to try to jump to go out and call for help, but they keep shouting on her, "Are you crazy? Don't do that. You will hurt yourself," and so on. But she cannot hear. She was deaf. She thought that they are encouraging her. They thought that all this shouting is encouragement. So they keep shouting, and they motivate her to jump higher and higher till she succeeded to go out, and she called for help. That's it. They had an influence on her life and on their lives also. It's very simple act. Okay, maybe it's negative, but she thought that it's positive. That's why they motivated her to succeed. right? So we need to use something like that, but a non-fiction story. Something happened to you, okay? Changed your thought or affected you. If it's not for you, for someone else, okay? As to say, you can use the information that you got from the two acts and a symbol, sorry, from the two kinds and the symbol act. Elements of a non-fiction narrative. Please read, Ibrahim.
Elements of a non-fiction narrative. A non-fiction narrative that actually
Yes,
happened.
it's written here, actually happened, means real. Okay.
In a personal narrative, the writer uses the first-person point of view, employing pronouns I and
Yes,
me.
you can. If you are talking about something happened to you, you're gonna use the first
I.
person. Yes, I, me, my, or we, our. So you are talking about yourself.
Yeah.
So that's if it happened to you. And we
Yeah.
explained this before, the difference between the narrative style. We said you have first person narrative point of view, which means the narrative, sorry, the narrator is one of the characters and he
Yeah.
is reflecting his points of view, his thoughts and his feelings. Okay.
And to tell the true story of something that he or she has experienced. Other nonfiction narratives, such as biography, and are written from the third-person point of view.
Yes, if you are talking about autobiography, you're gonna use which, I'm talking about autobiography.
Yeah, so
Yes, Ali and Khalid. I need you to check the answer. The autobiography. Which narrative style should we use? Don't say anything, Ibrahim. Do you know the autobiography?
What?
Do you know the meaning of autobiography?
No.
Ali, do you know? Do you know, Ibrahim?
no, no biography, but autobiography I never heard.
So tell me the biography.
Biography is like it's a study that shows like not the study of the earth, but
No, 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 no.
I don't know how to say it, but I know what it means.
Okay, let me say it. Ali, the autobiography, if we have a famous character, okay, and we need to know more about him in details, as to say, if we need to write a book about King Saud, okay, or King Faisal, we're gonna write a book about him. We're gonna say he was born in and he so and so and so. So we're gonna tell information in details about him. So who is writing and who is saying?
The,
Someone else. Someone else, not the person himself. So it's called biography. When someone writes about another one's life. As to say, here we have Ali, Khalid, and Ibrahim. Do we still have Bandar or he left?
no, he left.
Okay. So only you?
Yeah.
Good, because you were looking at this side. I thought that someone came. Okay. Now we have Ibrahim, Khalid, and Ali. If we need to write a narrative about Ibrahim, if Khalid wrote it, it's gonna be a biography because it's not about Khalid, it's about Ibrahim. But what if Ibrahim wrote it?
About myself, I think.
Yes, it's gonna be autobiography. You check the difference?
Yeah.
The autobiography, any person is saying or writing about his own life, his own story. But the biography, we tell a story about another one. So the question here, which narrative style do we use in the autobiography? I need wait, I need Ali and Khalid first to think of the answer. Okay, the autobiography. Which narrative style should we use? Okay, tell us, Ibrahim.
Because I'm talking about myself, it's first point of view.
Yes, it's first point of view or the first person narrative point of view. Your hands down, Khalid. Khalid, your hands down. It's very clear, guys. I'm talking about myself. It's my story. So I'm gonna say I, my, and so on. So it's the first person point of view. Okay? But if it's biography, it's gonna be a third. Okay, continue, Ibrahim.
An engaging nonfiction narrative contains these elements. Number one, well-developed major and minor characters, as well as narrator, who is you, the writer. Number two, a problem or conflict.
So you need to check first the characters and the narrator. Okay, so you need to check how many as to say, we have two kinds. We have only the main characters, the mother and the daughter. In the simple act, we have only Maurice and Laura. So you need to check the characters and to give a description of the characters. You need to check the narrative style. Who gonna narrate the character, the actions? You as a character or the writer? He gonna make a comment on the events. So you need to check this. Okay, Ibrahim.
Number three, a clear sequence of events that unfolds naturally and logically.
First, number two, a problem or a conflict. Every story should have a climax or a conflict. We have a conflict in the two kinds, a conflict between the daughter and the mother. We have a conflict in the simple act. The Laura, it was a very simple act, but she had a conflict to come back to Maurice or to leave away. So it was no need to make a conflict between other characters. The conflict may be in your mind. Okay, so if you said to someone, Assalamu alaikum, but he didn't answer you, you will have something inside. Maybe it's bad. Why he didn't answer? Did I do anything wrong to him? Or he didn't like me anymore? And you keep thinking and thinking in this. You have a conflict inside your mind. So you can think, no, he is a good guy. Maybe he didn't listen to me. He didn't hear me very well. Maybe my voice were weak. Maybe he was busy thinking of something else. So here is a conflict between you inside your brain between two reactions, whether to hate him or to say no, it's okay. So that's a very simple conflict. Okay.
Number three, a clear sequence of events that unfolds naturally and logically.
Yes. As to say, if you need to take a video shot of a place, you cannot take the camera and move like this and like this, right? The movement of the camera should be smooth and takes one direction. You can take shot from here and there. No. If you are watching a movie, you cannot feel the movement of the camera. Okay, changing the shots, you cannot feel it. It's very smooth, right? So when you present any writing, you need to make the sequence very smooth, very easy. One led to another and another. One led to two, and two led to three, three led to four, and so on. So it's very smooth. Okay.
Number 3, narrative techniques such as dialogue, description, and pacing.
Yeah, okay. So, okay.
Number 4, number 5, a variety of transitional words, phrases, and clauses to convey
Yes,
sequence.
this variety you're gonna have it when you make a development, Ali. When you make a development, as you say, you're gonna write a draft, then you're gonna read, and you can change. Oh, okay. I used then as we had before, your colleague, I believe, Ismail, he was talking about his trip to California, and he used 5 times then. So if he wrote a draft, you can change then with next, later on, after that, and so on. So it's kind of development. You have a variety of transitional words. Okay. Okay, Ibrahim, continue.
And clauses to convey sequence of signal shifts from one setting or time frame to another. Number 6, precise words, well-chosen quotients, vivid descriptive details, and powerful sensory language.
Yes, as I told you, you need to be very precise and concise. Check the yes. Khalid is asking for that, but I didn't allow him to. So wait, we are about to finish. Okay. As I told you, if your father was away from the house like maybe 2 or 3 months maybe, and he came suddenly, you didn't know that he is coming. You came home, you found your father. How was your feeling?
Surprised.
You cannot say, okay, I'm happy. It's not the correct word to describe your feeling, right? So you can choose more words that cover your feeling. Okay, so you need to choose the accurate words. Okay, next.
Number 7. The conclusion that follows from and reflects on the experiences in the narrative.
Okay. Move now to next page, page 53.
Yeah.
We have, yes, as I told you, the first step, as I told you, we have 5 steps. The first step is a pre-writing, which means choose the topic. I cannot just write like this from the air. I need to check what is the topic. As to say, if I told you, go to the bus station and choose a place to visit. You cannot just sit in the bus station without choosing any bus. You have many buses there, right?
Yeah.
And different destinations to go. Can you reach any place without choosing the destination?
No.
No, of course no. You are there, okay, and there are many buses there. It's okay. But will you reach a place? No. Without determining your destination, you won't reach anywhere. You won't move. So you have vocabs in your mind. Ali, wake up. You have many words. You have a good style in writing. It's okay, that's perfect. But you don't know what to write about. It means you will not be able to write. So first thing, you need to determine the topic and the purpose of the topic. Okay. So focus your topic. And we have the topic already. Consider the person and event you would like to highlight in your narrative. State your main ideas in a sentence. As to say, you can write here, my grandpa helped to influence me or my father by and to write. Where is Khalid? Okay, Khalid, sit down.
Listen.
Yes.
ممكن سؤال
What?
ممكن سؤال
Yes.
الاختبار بتحطه على في كلاس ولا على جوجل؟
View class إن شاء الله.
أوكي.
Sit down.
يعني أنا قصدي إنك بتسوي الأسئلة على في كلاس يعني.
إن شاء الله إن شاء الله. Okay, guys, because this is gonna be a homework for you. So here, the rewriting, you're gonna choose the characters. Who had the influence? You're gonna choose a character. Your grandpa, your uncle, whoever you're gonna write. Okay, he had influence on whom? You're gonna write another character. So okay, what did he do? You're gonna write the action that you are focusing on. So first you're gonna choose two characters and the action. Okay, do you have something in mind?
Not right now.
Okay, action. Okay, develop characters. Read Khalid.
Make a narrative come alive. Then about each character you will include in your narrative list three and descriptive detail between the characters will help
No, you skipped a line. Details that make him or her unique and interesting.
لا لا لا.
You skipped a line, Khalid. Okay, consider. You said descriptive details between the characters will help. No, you skipped a line.
the way in which
Between the characters.
your narrative, don't forget to include yourself as the narrative.
Yes. If you want to talk about any action, you need to check first. Where are you or who are you? You are one of the characters? You are saying something personal? Okay. Or you are talking about your grandpa and your father? It means you are now just a narrator, sorry. You are not one of the characters. It means you are using a third person point of view. Ali, you cannot sleep. Okay? Okay. Read Ali, gather details. The bottom of the page, 53. Gathering details.
Gather details. Details for non-fiction, non-fiction.
So you get all information from your memory. Okay. Raise your voice, Ali, please. Okay, continue.
Conversation. Feature. Various.
Okay, Ibrahim. Right now, drafting. So now we move to next step, which is drafting. So we have first rewriting, then we have drafting, then revising, editing, and publishing. Read drafting, Ibrahim.
Wait. Drafting. Organize a sequence of events. In a non-fiction narrative, the writer often sequences events in a chronological order, so that one event proceeds to the next in the order in which they actually happened. Use a timeline to organize your narrative so that it flows in a chronological order. Then add details to elaborate on the action. The timeline here shows key events in the launch text. Use it as the model to construct a timeline of your own narrative.
So as we said here, we have a model you can use to make sequence for your own nonfiction narrative. Actually, it means the timeline. And we have here arrows. As I said, 1 led to 2 and 2 led to 3. Okay, that's the order that you need to use. Okay, move now to use transitions.
Use transitions to make the sequence of events in your narrative clear. Transition words such as first, then, next, later, and finally to establish a clear chronological order. Use the numbered events in your timeline to help you determine which transition words to use and where in your writing to use them.
Okay, again, the
Write
right
out,
after. Okay.
write out first draft. Refer to your timeline as you write your first draft. As you write your narrative, refer to the elements of nonfiction narrative writing as well as your pre-writing / planning notes.
Okay, after writing, you need to check to make a development. So you wrote a draft now, then you need to make development. What will you develop? You're gonna develop many things. You're gonna develop your technique. You're gonna develop your vocabs. You're gonna develop many things. Voice, a writer's distinctive style is referred to as a voice. And we said about this before, and it can be influenced by word choice, sentence structure. You know, the sentence structure means, yes. Okay, no problem. So here we have the choice, read it, the choice, word choice, valid sentence structure, reflective, genuine tone. Then, and we have at the bottom of page 55, we have a table.
Yeah.
It's showing you an example of how you can develop your own writing, and it's written here: original, strategy to add, variety, and revision. So you can change as I told you. Then you're gonna evaluate your draft based on these elements, page 56. Revising for evidence and elaboration. Use precise language. Read this. Yes.
The class is finished.
Okay, no problem. We still have.
We have German.
Wait. Okay, guys. So you need to apply these steps to write your narrative. Complete reading. I need you as a homework to write a nonfiction narrative about someone who had influence on you or on someone's life.
Can I write it in a third person point of view?
It's okay. It's based on your choice. If you choose that someone had influence in you, you cannot use the third person. Maybe if you choose that your grandpa had influence in your uncle or in your father, you can choose the third person of you. Okay, guys. Khalid, Ali, Ibrahim,
Yeah.
your homework is to write a non-fiction narrative. Okay, guys, apply these steps. If you have an account, send it to me in view class just to revise it. Okay, guys? Okay, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.